tripod enables the hips to add in to the full body motion of the exercise. That's where the timing comes into play. Because you'll be coming up closer to a standing position the more effective you get at the exercise. You get collided, knocked down, you absorb into your elbow rather than landing on your bones and breaking your wrist, which is a common injury from falling. You absorb down. By coming into the hips and lifting up like you would with the tripod overhead extension, you now have the ability to move through like the swinging tripod, but higher. Hips extend in order to give you lift. The higher you go, the closer you can go to a standing position from being collided from the front. Absorbing that collision, you can absorb down and come back to a standing position. So the exercise is to train that hip to core activation on the absorption of the body in the arms. Exhale on the release so that you can work on that tightening of the core, releasing the elasticity off of the earth. Full swing plank, you'll be bringing your knees off the ground and working to have a diagonal bear squat. So your knees are shifted to the side, you still have to bear squat back. Glutes to heels. That drive is going to require you to dig your nose into your own armpit as you rotate from the waist. So now knees are off the ground. Push back into your bear squat, turn the knees to the side, and work all the way forward, swooping around. Elbows pinch, drive back to the opposite side, no touch, no touch, knees up. You're going to feel your ball of foot, and from your ball of foot balance, you need to pull your glutes to your heels, so you're using your hamstrings to pull back into the bear squat position. Rotate your knees underneath through core tension. Exhale, navel to spine so that you can twist at the core, crushing the canister, like we talked about. Drive back from the palm heels. Exhale, nose into armpit for your full swing plank. Rock drop is the most advanced version of this skill family for the simple reason that we're absorbing so much collision that our body's being stacked upon itself inverted. In order to do this, we need to remove all of the air from our chassis so that we can crush the can completely without any damage to our body. This is its tactical specificity, but also this gives us our greatest activation of core to full body strength. So in the spinal rock pike, we were bringing knees to chest and reaching. We're going to add on elevation during inversion. Elevation during inversion means that as we rock back, instead of reaching, we're going to preserve this by taking the hips forward, knees back. By going in two opposite directions with the adjacent joints, we will get elevation, we will get lift. Just imagine that there's a monkey bar over top of you, and you're trying to kick your feet over top of it, knees around the bar, swinging from your hips. Once you have that elevation, then we're working on the vertical drop. Let your knees come to the sides of your head, not towards your face. Relax your knees down, and that's what allows your feet to kick. If you try and kick with your feet, you'll engage your hamstrings. So you let your knees drop to collide with the earth, crushing the can. As you come back up, invert, hips over, knees over. Relax down with an exhale. On the top portion, your goal is to get butterfly, a standard butterfly. so that we've removed the hips. And as we collide from a seated position, we're only using the spine to do so. We're not capitalizing upon the longer levers of the legs. This requires the greatest amount of core activation. So as you collide back, it's only from your tailbone up that you can absorb the shock of this impact. Your core must be isolated. Drop down, roll back, butterfly. Elevate, knees drop, roll back, butterfly. So you have 2 exhales to crush the can in its totality, all the way down, stacking your spine 1 vertebra at a time. For your spinal rock, drop. For your final task in the Israeli Special Forces TACFIT Challenge, we go from the tactical pop-up. That means we're going to go from a quad squat up to a flat foot squat, explosively. Our main goal is to keep our spine parallel to the ground. That means our knees have to come out at a 45, elbows have to come back at a 45, turning your fingers in at a 45, just like we did with the quad press. When you exhale down, the goal is to bring your knees to your chest. So you're going to bring your knees to your chest as you press from the upper body. All 4 limbs leave the ground at the same time. Because of being chair-shaped for so many years, this is a challenge for people. Many people can't get by 90-degree angle. So this exercise will help you. It'll help you get off the ground, and it'll help you pop up. So exhale to swing the hips underneath. This back swing allows you to return to a quad squat. So as you swing, that's increasing the elasticity, the rubber band-like effect across your hips and knees to recover down to quad squat. Then again, press. As you come forward, try and recover off of 1 bounce. 1 bounce, so it's plyometrically exploding off of that increased elastic energy. You need 1 exhale on the compression, going down on the press. You need another exhale, landing in your flat foot squat. So as you explode off, exhale. As you land, exhale.